When you wanna woo woo, it's that woo woo. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on? Welcome into the stream. How are you, Mep? Hope you're having a good Sunday, man. The 3-stream streak. Thank you for the triple. Appreciate that. How's it going, Chef? My background is a little low. Oh well, whatever. Perfect. There we go. It's rare you get a streak. Well, cool though. I will take it. Doing good. It was a nice day, so we busted out the leaf blower and cleared the yard. Yeah, we were outside. It is a nice... It's a nice, fall day. Let me just pull up the name list. We'll start with a Meeps, though. Oh, what kind of beer? Something tasty? Whoa, Chef doing it Mep style with the triple. Thanks so much for the 3-watch streak. Where's this list? It's a land shark. I don't know if I've ever had one. Is it very similar to like a Corona? Okay, there we go. It's a slightly better Corona, but similar for sure. Okay. All right, let's hope all those blessings count for something. Let's see what the cave has for today. I do like IPAs, yes. And it begins. I remember the last couple times I've played this, we had some like amazing good starts, and then just got just absolutely wrecked in a fight. It was uncalled for. Of course, the one thing I always hope for, well, let's see what we got here, is to get a healing spell within the first 10 floors. Then we're in really good shape. It's a little bit annoying. Let's see. We got the double buckler. Sort of fun. Well, nothing too great, but... words just crossed your mind. The chest opening sounded... Did-a-do almost reversed Zelda. Oh. Okay. Almost reversed Zelda. Jeez, I haven't played Zelda in a while. I wonder if I should go back to those speedruns at some point. Yeah, if you compare the two sounds... Da-doo-doo-da. No, thank you. Come on, where's that early healing spell? I know you want to give it to me. I know you do. Well... Just wanted to give the agility boost there. How many is it? If it was one or even maybe two, I would have stayed, but... Oh, great. We should be faster, at least. Please kill the eagle. Darn it. Now it's dead. You're too slow, guy. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill the horse before it attacks. Maybe. No, okay, we got it. Alright, now there's a buffalo coming right for me. Stone helmet. Let's go this way. No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. You unflinching bastard. What's up, cheeseburger cats? Thank you so much for the fuckburger redemption. Doesn't get much better than that. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. Chef, I'm trying to think about what the Zelda chest opening sound is. I like to compare in my head. The F-Burger does go hard. Absolutely. Doesn't pull any punches. Not much taking it easy, can't complain for some straight to VHS Japanese horror movies. Oh, nice. Anything stand out? Like you find anything really cool that's worth sharing? Zelda chest sound goes for quite a bit longer, at least the 3D ones. Oh, there we go. Alright, I was just gonna say we don't really have a spell to kill cores with, but then we got that, so I'm happy. No, just run. There, look at that. That is what we like to see. please stay for a while? That would be wonderful. Come on, give me 2. Alright, awesome. This one cosmic horror movie from 1992 called The Cat. It's an absolute mindfuck. Just a lot of I'm okay, but why? Yeah, of course, chef. Post away. So this is good. I can now run through the next few floors if I can find stairs quickly. I don't have to search for any more. Well... It's hard to turn it down when it's right in front of you, right? Yeah, go for it, cats. Go ahead, post. I'll try to remember, or someone can remind me after this run to check the links out. All right. So big time saves on this floor. If we can just find the stinking stairs. Left or right? Left or right? Let's go left. Oh, jeez. This is bad. I didn't expect it to come straight down like that. Alright, thank God. No one died. Stairs? No. The trailer for The Cat. Alright, at least we have a couple regains. Just in case someone dies. Ooh. Actually, here, let's heal a little bit. It is pretty similar. Well, yeah, I'll compare it. I'm sure they were thinking, when they made this, what is a memorable, iconic chest opening jingle? And said, well, we need one that's just as memorable. Ooh. Gades Blade, Gades Blade. That's not a Gades Blade. Alright, let's just do that. Alright, so healing spell would be nice. I also haven't picked up a miracle yet. I'm just gonna... So I do still have to open some chests. That's for sure. Oh, jeez, really? Okay. Okay, there's the miracle. Those are some really nice 2 or 3 stair locations in a row. So the problem is the enemies get much tougher here. Oh, jeez, we're kind of screwed. Alright. Yeah, this is really bad so far. Bad setup. Oh, thank God. As we had the pleasure to enjoy some real TMB action again this weekend, this is true. It's always fun See what TMB is working on. Oh, this is good. We got a healing tile at least. That's very welcome. However, I do need to open some chests. That's not the spell that we wanted. That's very scary. If we have to go that way, we're in big trouble. We found bravery, and then we found brave. However, I'm looking to get strong, not brave. Next we find braverist. I'm gonna go open the chest. I mean, pace is great, but doesn't mean much if we don't have the things that we need. Because we're gonna run into assassins shortly. Oh, that was lucky. We're gonna run into assassins shortly, and the equipment we have right now just will not cut it. Oh god. This looks bad. It is. Oh, that's bad. Just no fire, please. No fire. No fire. Alright. Spicy chicken didn't use fire, thank God. One incendiary and the run's basically dead. Well, next forced battle, we're in trouble. Oh god, I'm not going there. Stairs have to... Oh, jeez. I don't know what to do. We're dead anyways. Yeah, those things are awful. They don't have to do tentacle, but of course they did. So it was either the stairs were either in that room, or I had to go up through the treasure room. So I just kind of took a gamble. Damn it, Meeps. That is too bad. And away we go. I don't really want to be opening anything yet. Because the item pool, I guess it's very small now, and then by the third floor it opens up a little bit. So now I'll start opening some chests. Ooh, thunder! Love me some thunder. I'm looking for a healing spell, please. Come on, help a guy out. Gotta check to the right here just in case. Nope. Okay. Water jewel. Okay, I guess. There. Back with it. Lots of options here. At least the butterfly will chase this thing. Right. You know what? Just kill the darn thing. It's only one. That's great, it hit Guy and it poisoned him. So now I have to... Well, let's do this. Alright, well, shaky start to say the least, but of course too early to tell. Alright, that's something useful. I like that. not good. So I have Zap and Thunder. Two very powerful attack spells. Good old Iris. You should heal. Alright, so let's do that. Oh, is this gonna be the whole floor? I bet it is. Yep. Come on, I wanted a healing spell. Well, it's an improvement at least. What do we do with Berserk Blades? We immediately go here, here, and there. Alright, at least everyone has some form of a weapon. I mean, we could probably kill one core. Alright, there's healing. It's very expensive, though. That's the least desirable right now of the healing spells. Alright. Please, let's kill at least one. Oh for 4. We'll keep a track record. When I have Valor, oh, it's a good thing. It's just not that good. Okay, that does help. That definitely helps. I don't think... Can I not use that? I don't think I can. Nope. Alright. We got no cores. So we're pretty screwed here. Goodness! It's Haldangor. What's up, Haldan? Alright, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Happy Sunday. Alright, well, let's get like a couple levels from this. Well, let's see if we can even kill these things. Alright, that's good. Oh, I forgot to check the links that you guys sent. No one reminded me. Oh, no. Oink, oink, and dead. Well, this is awful. Alright. Your eyes are very heavy. Your sleeping schedule's kind of weird, so you're gonna go to sleep early again tonight. Oh, okay. What threw off your sleeping schedule? Alright, get me on it. Alright, we're in really bad shape. I'm not sure what to do. Other than run away. Well, maybe we fight this thing? Let's see. Yep, it's definitely worth it. Go! Thanks for the name. We can do that next run. Ouch. Kill it. Alright, so we are in immense trouble. Halls of Gore. Halls of Gore. Is this the run? I think I have a Deadly Rod. So we have Valor and a Deadly Rod. I guess I could use... It's crazy that I don't have any revive items. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna keep searching and see if I can find a regain or a miracle. Oh no. Pumpkinhead. Oh god. Now we're dead. It all started with me cutting my nights to do Melanie's lunches early in the mornings, and then the schedule for the normal sleep changed. Alright, so let's check. What were these links? Let's see.
Oh, fuck up! God fucking damn it, this fucking game.
Pretty much. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Alright, so it's 4 notes. It is pretty similar. I would agree. Oh, so this other link is a trailer for apparently a straight to VHS Japanese movie. Here, let's actually... With an early Gades, tons of... tons of Reapers and no bees. I could do that. That would be cool with that. Alright, let me see if I have... Hold on 1 second. Gades Blade! Oh, tons of enemies and no bees. Alright, so if I do...
Bees! Bees in the storm! Bees everywhere! God, they're huge! They're ripping my flesh off! Your firearms are useless against them!
Let's see. Okay, so this was something that Cheeseburger Cats sent over. It's a 1992 Japanese movie. You might like this, Haldan. I think it's like low-budget horror. Golden Harvest. They did a lot of low-budget kung fu stuff. Nice. Come see what the cat dragged in. 1,000 Years Cat the.
就係一個好重要嘅部分。佢哋應該係善良，必然帶嚟邪惡。今日你睇過啦，我懷疑係同我只貓有關。呢係啊，唯有派老婆出。
Whoa.
哦，嘈住你真係唔好意思啦，對唔住，對唔住。
AKA 1,000 Years Cat the. There we have it. B movies are sometimes a good time. It's just called The Cat. 1992 is when it came out. Or I guess The 1,000 Years Cat. But you can definitely find it since you know that it was made by Golden Harvest. Alright, well, let's try a hog run. Haven't been able to get anything started yet, but whoops. You already found the full movie? Nice. And is it just called The Cat? Is that what they have it under? It's subtitled? Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's better, because then at least you can hear the actors' tone and inflection. Yeah, because sometimes if the dubs are bad, right, it can be sort of bizarre. Sometimes bad dubs are funny. Yeah, I know, I agree. I think generally subtitles are the way to go. We got a fry pan. Leave me alone! Don't beat up Decker. He never did anything to you. good. Witch ring, which I don't think anyone can wear, but it is appropriate for the time of the year. Whoa. Alright, I'm kind of screwed here, so... Oh, the slime actually helped. Oh, geez, what are we gonna do here? Okay, this is really strange. Yeah, how bizarre is this? So we got 3 of these guys lined up. What a couple of jerks. Just don't kill. I think we're okay. Yeah. I don't think we can... Oh, geez, we're in big trouble. Actually, here. I don't know if I can get by this mimic. Alright, well, we don't have a choice here. Let's do that. Wow. That was a scary looking room. So here's what I'm gonna do. Could you be any weaker, Artie? Nice. That's not what I wanted to do. Shit. Well, wasted a potion. Wasted a potion. But I got the couple levels that I was looking for. Alright. And of course, still no healing spell. Alright, so we gotta at least do that. 2 aprons. A whip. That's a pretty cool whip. Cool whip. A stock. Jeez, I keep picking up daggers. It's not very helpful. Alright, I just have a feeling. Nope. No, that was the wrong feeling. This is what I should have been feeling to go this way. It's funny, I've found 3 iris items so far. Well, I gotta search. Okay. Okay. Last floor to potentially get a core. Alright, well, let's go searching. Alright, good. Alright, this is really important. We need to kill one. Alright, we only want one. Yes! Sully saved us there. What's up, Real Critical? Thanks for the good luck. How you doing? Alright, so that was pretty huge. We're still not out of the woods yet, but that was our last chance, so it worked out. Of course, some form of healing would be helpful. Sully the MVP. Okay. What is this? Oh my god, we're so almost dead. Whoa, that was weird. I don't think we have much for healing either. It's an upgrade at least. Alright, well, we've picked up a couple potions. Could really use a healing tile, that would be great. Let's see what this is. No. If it was like 2, I probably would have stayed and fought. Well, we have to fight him anyways. Right? There's no other... Nope, this is it. We gotta go through him. Alright, we're likely gonna die here. We'll see. Alright, that helps. That helps too, actually. Fingers crossed, no one dies. Wow. That was pretty gosh darn lucky. Wow. Can I please, for the love of God, Get a healing spell. Give me strong. I'll take champion. Wow, that was lucky. Excuse me. Alright, well, that's an upgrade at least. I could really use a healing tile. I know they exist. Where they exist, though, I will never know. Okay. I don't know where that pumpkin went. Speaking of that, we're doing our annual pumpkin carving tomorrow night. Oh my god, 2 curse lifters. I cannot believe that. Wow. Yeah, I already have a couple designs picked out, I think. I usually cut at least 2 pumpkins. I've had some years where I've done 3, but not this year, just 2. Okay. Oh, Jesus. We are in big trouble here. Colorama, what's going on? I don't know what to do here. Jeez, I guess we do that? Wow. We were actually able to escape. Wow. Okay. We're still in business. Could have gotten a 50-50 there. Okay, this is... I mean, we have curse lifters, so that's good. By facing to the side and slashing. But then wouldn't it have blocked my path, or no? I don't know, I'd have to see the situation again. Well, now we're dead. I wasn't paying attention. Not like this is going very well anyways. Oh, God. What an awful... Thanks, game. Alright. Made it. Oh, a regain. Okay. This is not very fun. Christ. Okay. Whatever. That's how it usually is. It's like you can get a couple pieces that you need, but just not enough. Alright, I think I can pull something else from the name request list. Oh, well, Haldan did redeem, so let's do his name. Go! And we're off. Now, please, game. Please, pretty please, give me an early healing spell. Oh, my ear is itchy. I'm using 7505. Well, that's not good. Let's try this way. What do you mean, the headphones? Well, I'm in my music studio, and so these are the headphones that I use. So that's what we got. I had a different pair, like a cheap pair of Sony that I used when I was in a different place. What's up, Smitty? Where are you today? I figure you don't really see monitor headphones outside of music or recording business, right? Ooh, magic fruit. I don't know, is there a particular headphone that streamers like to use? Oh, jeez. You know, you are a real jerk. I don't know what I want to do here. And so this is just gonna circle back around, right? Yeah. So we have to go that way. Okay. Well, good call there. Good, and the beetle finally moved. Great. Well, we got kind of gypped here. You honestly never really paid attention, just never seen this pair. I never really paid attention either. Dragon! It's good stuff. No, no, no. Go this way. Show me the stairs. We just got a curse lifter. That's excellent. And I do have a deadly rod. So I will likely be equipping that very soon. Well, no cores on that floor. Here's another core floor where they put the stairs right in view. Which is sort of annoying. I wish they would save that for other floors. Well, gotta search. Come over here, please. Thank you. Wow. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do... Well, we should be strong enough. Let's see what happens. That's what happens. They all run away. Isn't that fun? Just cast the woke spell and makes everyone else besides you add wrong. Add wrong. Alright, where do these stairs go? There they are. Or type wrong. Alright, here we go. Oh for 6. What's up, Entombed? How are you? How's your Sunday going? This does not look real fun. I really need to find and kill at least one core. I don't know, I guess we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, I often, jeez, what am I gonna do here? I guess that's the best way to go. When I stream it, I sometimes do it on the weekends. But I've been speedrunning it a long time. I'd like to try to eventually get sub 60. That would be the goal. I think I'd be happy with a sub 60. This is probably a total waste, but at this point, I don't care. I'm in tune. Let's do the brutality. And I was right. Yeah, thanks so much for the follow. It's been a good weekend. It's too short, of course. Okay, good. Oh, this is annoying. And now we're dead. That's fine. That's fine. What's up, Stocky Cyto Toxin? How are you? And Nervin. Welcome in, guys. You love this game just like my drumming. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah, same, back to work tomorrow. Oh, I did check the links, Chef. And we watched the trailer for the cat movie. For the evil killer cat movie. And yes, I agree that the jingles are pretty similar. Absolutely. Yeah, if you rewind... Well, where are we at? Maybe like 30 minutes ago? I screen captured the movie trailer. And Mep was excited and went and found the whole movie. He said he found a subtitled version, so... Alright, so we get to do another... How did we spell it? I don't remember. Let's see. How is it spelled? G-H-U-U-R. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do it. And once again, we're off. Alright, we're gonna find the most awesome, valuable things in the first 10 floors. Watch. Yeah, see? See, that's a useful, valuable thing. Stairs, please. There you go. Can you get away from the stairs? Thank you. Alright, now we can open more stuff. Could fight them, but fighting 4 of them is sort of a waste. Oh yeah, it was a gift, but I'm a professional extreme metal musician and have been for a long time, and just was always a big fan of Dimmu. And I used to have flags, well, they're over there, from a couple of bands that I've been in or am in. But yeah, this one's cool. It's nice and big. See? Well, that's okay. So I do a live drum stream, Emma. Oftentimes on Sundays. Not this Sunday, but probably next Sunday, and it's called the Retro and Metal Live Drum Stream. Because my drumming, if you look up, just look up clips. I can pull up some clips actually after this run. I mean, I do all styles of drumming, but sort of my forte is extreme drumming, and so it's fun to add elements of that to retro game music. And then additionally, we often have sort of deep philosophical conversations on this channel. And I always tell people, I mean, you can read the rules that are sort of a bit more, there's an expanded version on the channel page, but basically the concept is there is no topic that is off limits, nor will there ever be. I don't have any mods on my channel, I don't plan to have mods. I mean, if it becomes something where I feel like I need to have a mod or two, then I would ask people if they wanted to do that, but because the concept is that you moderate yourself and that we should be able to really discuss any topic and be mature enough about it to not be emotionally triggered or sort of out of control. You don't have to agree with someone, right? I think it's great to have differences of opinions, but you can't attack someone over it, which we see far too much on social media. Alright, Agony Helm. What do I have? Did I actually pick up any weapons? Alright, a couple weapons. You're a therapist. Great. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm huge into philosophy and human behavior, psychology. You know, I should have looked for more cores. How long have you been doing, or how long have you been a therapist? Alright, come on, give me a core. 0 for 4. About 2 years now, that is excellent. Okay, we have a deadly sword. I mean, emotional struggles are I think the biggest problem that we deal with today. And so being able to advise and talk people through those challenges, I think, is just about one of the most important things that we can do to help each other. Alright, there we go, a tasty core. So we're not a little weakling at level 1 anymore, at least. Where are the stairs? Jesus, floor goes on. Okay, so I haven't checked, but I picked up a deadly sword. Ooh, Gades Blade? You learn more every day, honestly. If we're doing it right, if you're going through life, I think in a healthy way where you're truly looking to learn from the world around you, right? And in your case, right, learning through your experience with your patients. I mean, we should be learning every day. Ooh, okay. Oh, we did get a deadly rod too. Alright, here we go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Yo, Darth! So Darth, meet Emma, who is new to the channel, but she likes metal, and she likes retro games, and she's a therapist. And so I think that's pretty darn cool. And would seem like a great addition to conversations that we definitely will commonly have. Yeah, Darth Varric is a very insightful guy as well. He always has wonderful contributions when we kind of dig a little deeper into conversation, so. Oh, shoot. Which she's exactly where she should be, absolutely. Except with the game redeems, right. There have been some rough ones. Let's go here. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I think... Right, I totally understand that a lot of times, right, we go onto a platform like Twitch to just sort of unwind or relax or maybe not think about the stresses that we're having in our everyday life. But for me, when I started this channel, I just thought it was really important to create a channel immediately when I started that would be encouraging for people to I think feel comfortable talking about maybe challenging things. I remember, so way before I started streaming, hold on one sec, multitasking here. So way before I started streaming, I watched Twitch and went onto certain channels and hung out, and because I always loved retro games. And a lot of channels, a couple things. So a lot of channels will have rules that tell you what you can and can't discuss. And I get it because there are so many people that sort of don't have that filter or just the maturity to represent themselves in a reasonable way. So I understand why channels do that. But I just said, I don't want to do that. The last thing I want to do is be a part of what I think is ultimately just a way to shut people up, to tell them what they can and can't say. And I just don't ever want to be a part of that. Oh, this is bad. That was really bad luck. Oh, Jesus. What are we gonna do here? Alright, so let's heal with whatever I got. Goodness! Alright, it's only 2 of them, so it's not as bad as it could be. Speaking of food, I'm starving. Got a Cookaloo? Sounds good. So, Colorama, it depends. At certain times, yes. There are going to be times where I have to force battles, but early on, just trying to find certain... There we go, thank you. I'm just trying to find certain items, kill a few enemies, but eventually we are going to be fighting a bunch more, and there's going to be enemies we can't avoid. You never understood censoring everything. Right, so... Of course, it's all about power and control. So, Emma, since you're a therapist, I guess I'll run this by you. So, I've been essentially working on this theory, and I feel pretty good about it, that all of mankind's problems stem from our insecurities. Right? So, everything that we think is evil and bad in this world is all a way to cope with some form of insecurity that we have. So when people, and most of the bad things in the world come from, I think generally, people wanting to have power, a person wanting to have power over another person, right? Power or control in some way. And that can go as far as from a parent to a child, or to a husband to a wife, or a ruler to 500 million people, right? And the only reason that I believe that anyone ever wants to have control over another person is to cope and protect themselves from their own insecurities. And so when I think of censorship, to me, it's a power grab, and it's people trying to protect from their own insecurities. And so, right, because as we know, outside of like a direct threat to someone, right, where you threaten violence on someone or harm, like outside of that, I think the idea that words are censored and in some cases criminalized now is absolutely insane, and it should be something that every person should stand against. However, there are certainly, of course, going to be people that cheer for censorship because what? Well, because it may be because someone that goes against their belief. Whoa, we got a Decker Blade. All right, we got sort of a run going here. Somebody said something that goes against their belief system. Now, why does that matter? Well, because if I'm feeling insecure that now I'm being questioned about my belief system, well, then I think that the way to get rid of that insecurity is to shut that person up. And so people don't think long-term ramifications. They think in the moment, how do I cope and protect myself from my insecurities? Well, censor someone, throw them in prison, have authorities go knock on their door and threaten them. I mean, it's just so backwards. Oh, this is really bad. Shit. This is really bad. I don't know what to do. I think I have a deadly... Do I have a deadly weapon? I gotta think here for just a moment. Naked runs? What do you mean color armor? I mean, the runs start naked, yes. So we start at level 1, basically with nothing. I think we have 10 potions or whatever. Alright. So you take the Decker Blade, you take that, and we do have a Deadly Rod, so we're just gonna equip that. It's just... Alright, I have 1 high potion and 1 X potion. Ugh. I need a healing spell. I wish this game wasn't so stingy with healing spells. Alright, we should be okay. Decorum and keeping discussions clean is best. The moment people begin adding labeling, insults, and emotional reactions simply destroys the whole point of discussing. Yeah, I think... And you learn really quick, especially through social media, because social media is where people feel they can't be held accountable, so they pull out every trick in the book to cope, to protect themselves. So you learn really quick, based on the language someone is using, when it's time to walk away from the conversation. Now, early on, when I was, I would say, just going to channels, there were times where I would have a difference of opinion of someone and state what that opinion was, and that person would get emotionally bothered by it. And at that point, I would say, hey, it's fine, I don't have any interest in talking about this anymore, because I've realized there's no discussion to be had. What often happens in channels is that person will then continue to throw a fit and try to do whatever they can, maybe get a mod or someone else and blame you for how they're feeling. And there were a few times where I was like, what? I'm trying to stop having the conversation with you and you keep going. Right, to the point that then a mod will time both people out or tell you, well, you're involved in it too, and basically, I saw that the way that things were run so many times in such a juvenile, broken way, and it taught me a lot. And again, just to detect and understand people's intentions through their language, and because it's like talking in person to someone. For me, it's just totally different than talking online, right? Because people are much less likely to be fake with you in person. I think it's much easier to detect too, right? Because there's accountability in the sense that that you're right in front of them. Online, people don't feel there's any of that. Until people realize they have only control over themselves, they will always be offended, insecure. Well, and that's a huge part of the fuel, right? So the insecurity, to me, is sort of that idea that they don't feel that they have control in their own life. I mean, this is exactly why, like, again, people get so, fueled by getting other people, let's say, banned or kicked off a platform or a channel or whatever it might be, because they're trying to exude some form of control because they clearly don't have that in their own life, or they don't feel they do. And so, again, that's the only reason you would want to hurt someone else, because, again, the other thing, they don't see it as hurting the other person. They just see it as making themselves feel better. So it's a very interesting how destructive we are because of our emotions. Funny, because that should be a form of self-empowerment that's widely promoted. Go figure. Okay, let me just see what I'm gonna do here. Why don't I have a darn healing spell? Do they exist? Alright, let's just do that. Please give me a core. Alright. And you killed Guy. Of course you killed Guy. Of course you did. And I didn't want both of them to stay anyways. Oh, this is awful. Everyone gets levels except Guy. For example, I'm a vegetarian. People try to trigger me and it never works because I literally don't care what other people do. People send and post pictures of dead animals, but that is their opinion. I don't let someone else's need for attention get to me. Yeah, fair enough. It's also the need for attention. Well, and again, to me, I agree, but to me that still boils down to personal insecurity. So everything that they do that I would say is unhealthy emotionally comes from trying to fulfill, trying to cope with the insecurity that they have. So to me, not getting enough attention would make me feel insecure. If I felt I wasn't getting the attention that I needed, right? I would start to doubt myself. I would start to say, why doesn't anyone want to give me the attention? And I would start to potentially not feel so good about myself. All right, so what am I going to do here, by the way? All right, we do have a... All right, let's do that. The need for attention and affirmation if they get someone in trouble for 100%. Right. Yeah, that's it, Matt. Now, of course, we should be ideally getting attention for doing something that we would say generally positive, right? So like when I drum, it's like, sure, I like getting attention in the sense that I've talked about it before, because when I drum and do it live, even like when I used to write on tour, playing on stage, or doing it on Twitch, it's still a performance. It's that concept of me putting energy out to other people, and I hope that they want to, in turn, give energy back to me, or attention, whatever you'd like to call it. But the idea of where it feels good to me to put in effort and work hard at something, and present that and create sort of an energy that I'm giving out through that. And then the hope is people want to give attention to that because they're feeling something positive through that experience. No, let's use this. Good job. I once posted a game-related joke from Babylon Bee in a meme channel. I remember I hurt my tummy laughing at it, but someone went absolutely nuts over the joke itself. But the fact someone posted a right-wing outlet at all, suddenly I was the devil. I mean, this is... Well, and Darth, this is why it is so crucial that we're careful about how we label things, right? God, this stinks. Both ways stink. Alright, well, let's go this way. If I can run... Unbelievable. But basically, if I can label you Darth, right? So now I'll call you, whatever. Shit. Right wing, or whatever. Now I can pretend as though I know everything I need to know about you to beat you, win against you. I can now officially make you my opposition and enemy. So now I have a mission to go after you. But if I didn't label you that way, I wouldn't be able to. This is really bad. I can't get a healing spell. I don't know why I can't find healing spells. It's crazy. And when... Thanks so much for the follow. Oh, of course, people that are secure don't have time to bother other people. Yeah, 100%. Doing something to get positive attention and make people happy is healthy. Well, and that's sort of... I mean, I really think the main purpose in life is to communicate. Like, effectively communicate with other people. What's up, Andwin? Lufia to Anne. And Chef is here, absolutely. Chef is good people. Yo, Matt! Coming for a healing spell. With the big old 32 months. Thank you, Mep. Appreciate you being here. Alright, what the heck are we doing? Still looking for a healing spell. In Ultros' stream earlier? Nice. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we could be dead. Alright, what do we have for healing? Oh, I have miracles. I don't want to use my miracles. Alright, so let's do this. And this, I guess. Let's do this. Maybe we can run. This is gonna hurt. Where's Jonesy? Yeah, seriously. Just chilling for the evening finally. Oh, good. Still haven't finished a run of Ancient Cave and I'm getting crabby about it. It's not easy. My goal, I'm trying to get sub 60. I mean, I've been on great paces a bunch of times, of course, but... So I have a 117, which is okay. Oh, sweet, we got a Curse Lifter. They do exist. Now, can I please have a healing spell? We actually have some good stuff. Yo, Megatron! What's going on? How are you, Megatron? Thanks so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you working on? And now we're in trouble. Shoot. Oh, we lost the 50-50, and there goes Guy. Oh no, okay. He somehow survived, but everyone's gonna die now. What's up, Dr. Rowe Shitnick? Was playing Nigel Mansell Racing. Oh, it's a bad one, huh? Oh yeah, the Burpatron. 20,000. Well, look at this. Look what we have here. Well, I guess we're doing this. So, why don't we go Miracle? Why don't we do this, and then we'll Miracle. Okay. Oh, and of course it runs away. Damn you! It was like an early core. That would have been neat. How far did you get in that racing game, Megatron? Is it like another really long one that's gonna take forever to get through? The core we need and deserve, absolutely. It is. Oh no, I don't trust you. Okay. It's just tough. I've had to. Well, could be good. It's just having to use. I've had to use so many regains and miracles already that I really should be saving, but when you can't heal, you can't heal. Like, there's just nothing you can do. You're still learning it. Way over 4 hours in, finished third on your last attempt. Okay, so you're getting the hang of it, I guess? Kind of. You know, the cores want to go. I don't know. It was my mistake. But we're okay. I hit down! I thought. There we go. Okay. Silver armor. Well, we're 0 for 1 on finding any... Well, we found one core, I guess, but we didn't kill it. Yeah, it's super hard. Ugh. Oh, no, 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 no. Am I totally like, did I miss a bunch of floors? Am I not? Are my splits way off? I must have missed some splits. Alright, we have to go through this ninja. When I figure out what floor I'm actually on, I'll skip the splits. It's fine. Christ. What do you have? You have a deadly rod. I have one curse lifter. I might just put on... Alright, the hell with it. Fudge. Go here, and here. Oh, we didn't get in early. No knife throwing. No knife throwing. Ouch. Well, there goes one of our deadly weapons. And we're so under-leveled. Well, now it's over. Just too under-leveled. I guess we can try this one more time, assuming both of these, assuming Guy and Decker live. All right. And I guess we're going to do that. Okay, we actually got in first. Please hit Gore. Thank you. Wow, we've wasted so much, so many revive items. But the run continues. That was pretty ridiculous. And look what we have here. Okay, good. Run away! No cores, and now we're in the red too. And still no healing. Almost 50 floors in. Okay. I mean, at this point, I have to start restocking on regains and miracles. Oh, Jesus. So we can either fight the blue snake. Oh, Christ. Alright. Leave me alone. Your dog's staring at the game with his head turned. Must like the ancient cave, I guess. The game is not being very kind. Alright, so I have to get both of these guys out. Okay, come here. If I have to go back the other way, I'm going... This is not fair. I think I'm gonna go back the other way and fight the snake. It's better than fighting a ninja. He's finally not barking for once. Oh, I'm screwed up. This is a different floor. Okay, so we have to fight the ninja. Well, now we have to fight the Gorham and the ninja. Alright. And Artie missed. Artie, you can't miss. I need you to hit, and now Iron Kick. Sure. Oh yeah, Nick Gentili. What's up, D-Nice? How are you? Oh, D-Nice. It's going good. I thought, so we have a few new people in chat, but in particular, we have Emma, who just joined not too long ago. We're having some good conversations. She's a therapist, and we're dead. Ha ha! Ninjas! So, and Emma, D-Nice, she is a hypnotherapist. So that's pretty neat, actually, to have a couple different therapists in the chat. I like it. You're just reading your spiritual healing book and trying out a new meditative technique for moving from beta to alpha brainwave state. What's the technique? If anyone has a name request, put it in the, if you want to use channel points. Just remember, it's only 5 characters max. If not, I actually have a couple names still in the queue. Oh, I actually have a D-Nice name. And D-Nice is here. So I'll do that first. So D-Nice, I don't know if you remember, it was... oh, quite a long time ago, it looks like, and I just never got to it in the list. But this was a name that you requested. Good old Gooch. I think I'm gonna put my hoodie on, actually. One sec. Oh, also, I don't know if y'all saw, this is one of the really cool Eschaton shirts. So it's pretty neat. You can get it in, like on the sleeves, I thought there were a couple different colors that you could get the sleeves in. But yeah, and one is new also. Okay, now I'm putting my hoodie on. It's a really cool t-shirt. You have the sweatshirt. It's very warm and warm. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, thanks for that support, G-Nice. Breaking news, I just got a little suspension on Facebook for posting a quote. Yeah, congratulations. Accuse the opposition of that which you are guilty. Wow. But that's so, like, it's not very, distinctive that I would think that they would suspend you. Like, it's not referencing any specific, group or belief system. Very interesting. Emma loves hearing about different areas of the field. Yeah, no, it's fun to dive in and talk about. So when you look at BitChute or Rumble, I always look for the people that get censored of things because they are closer to the truth, or they wouldn't be censored, right? Yeah, we were talking about censorship and sort of the control element around it, right? That if there's nothing threatening, well, if I go back to my theory, if there's nothing that the person is saying is making you, if it's not making you insecure, then you would have no reason to want to shut it up, right? So it certainly means that in general, when certain topics are censored, that there's a reason for it, and it's not for your protection, or it's not for what's in your actual best interest. I mean, I think we all know that by now. It's almost like putting a big red bullseye on it and saying, okay, there's definitely something important about this, or something to gain from it, or something that they don't want you to see. You're not surprised. Follow the silenced, exactly. I mean, the person being quoted would be from a very particular group or belief system. Okay, so... Alright, so I guess that makes sense. I mean, I still think it's beyond insane that that would get blocked or suspended in any way, shape, or form. But, I mean, I'm not familiar with a particular person, so... I mean, still, it's completely inexcusable. I mean, again, unless something is a direct threat or a call for violence or to cause bodily harm of someone else or anything more specifically down there, anything outside of that should be absolutely fair game. You live in Maryland, but you're moving to Ohio in a few months. Nice. I'm still upset that after a year and a half of this virus video and musical compositions that your boyfriend and you posted on YouTube, which you wrote the lyrics because you absolutely knew about the vaccine agenda, Well, they took it down and I said, okay, great. That means I was on target. Absolutely. Well, I think the target being that you're questioning what they want you to look at as the authority. And that's a big no-no. Right? Because again, we go back to the control system. So you're specifically, by you writing the lyrics that you did, you were specifically challenging the control system that they wanted in place. And so, like I said, that's a big no-no. Of course, then again, when someone does precisely that, it could be important to compare. I don't care if Goebbels or Bruce Lee said it, the words are worth only themselves, 100%. And that's, again, that's where, to me, it's just really, it's a corrupt and tyrannical thing to do. And it's where you start, the scariest thing to me is the idea of thought crimes, right? So going after someone for their thoughts, it's a really slippery slope. It's a really bad idea. What area of therapy do you specialize in? Hypnosis is all about exploring beliefs and programs, and that's why they call television programs, because they're there to influence you, and if you're not aware of it, you might absorb those things into your subconscious and adopt them. Absolutely. I'm not trying to say it was necessarily justified that it was being blocked or a cause for someone to be blocked, just taking a guess at a hint. I will also say that, especially due to the reasonably generic nature of the quote, quoting said person in the first place might be interpreted as alignment or sympathy with a particular group as well. Yeah, I mean, like, what I would say critical is we can make any reason for saying that this is why something could be censored or whatever. I guess I just sort of find it ridiculous that we even have to have these kinds of conversations. It's a terrible place for the world to be. But yeah, you're just, no, I hear you're just kind of throwing out some ideas. It's just, I guess all of those reasons are the fact that those potentially could be the reasons should bother every single person. Again, it's people are so nearsighted and they're not thinking big picture and how it is someday going to affect them. They just want a win in the moment. Gotta win in the moment. Gotta feel good about myself in the moment. And if I can shut someone up or tell them that they're not allowed to say what I don't want them to say, then I win. And it's really sort of a shallow way of functioning. All right, Gooch. Let's see what Gooch has got. My firm belief is that the pandemic was a depopulation agenda. Certainly could have been. I specialize in behavioral therapy, counseling. I work with kids, but you're still trying to figure out where I am going in the field next when it comes for my PhD. Oh, wow. Awesome. What's up, Jay? Impulse Jay. How's it going? Good to see you. The cave has been, well, I would say, its typical cruel self. The last run had some potential, but we just couldn't get a darn healing spell. I hung on as long as I could, and eventually ninjas stabbed us to death. Yeah, I was thinking that, D-Nice, because you had talked a lot about your experience with kids as a school nurse. Oh, I love it. It's a Festivus miracle. Maybe that's a good sign. That our first pickup is a miracle. Ooh, this looks fun. you're not big on censorship. I think censorship is awful. But that aside, you can't think of a less quotable person. I don't know. I'm not big on. How am I going to get through this? You know, like death by association kind of thing. Because people are going to have personal opinions on all kinds of things, right? And I also don't like to make assumptions, right? So I think that's another really sort of bad way to go. I would say, well, this is what the quote says. And I would take it for what it is. And if I wanted to inquire more, maybe who the person that posted it, or find out what their belief system is. I don't know, I just think it's sort of bad practice to think, well, this quote says this, but because of, it'd be associated, and I have a certain thought of that type of person, well, then the quote now could potentially mean something else. It's like it could, but I don't want to judge it based on that. I'll judge it based on what it says. Now, maybe like, maybe that person has a history of certain beliefs, or maybe posting other things that we would say are negative or not healthy, or inciting people to attack each other or something like that. So I don't know. Well, but knowing Darth and how thoughtful of a person he is, I would certainly say I don't really need to know much about the author, because I know the person that posted it and know what kind of quality person they are. So I just think we have to be careful, I guess, is my sort of point. Ooh, we got a deadly rod on the 5th floor. Doing good, been busy working, and now it is fall. Things are almost back to normal. Nice. You have no judgment on anyone that got the vaccine because they put... where am I going? But that's where I have to go. Okay. Because they put high pressure campaign. Yep. They violated medical freedoms. They did. Yep. And some people had to choose between supporting their family and livelihood, and they put people in very tough, impossible positions. Yep. Some people definitely had tough decisions to make and should have never been put in those positions, frankly, but they were. And Gooch is dead. I should have healed Gooch. Why didn't I heal Gooch? Okay. One of the psychotherapists you work with is very intuitive and does a lot of Reiki healing along with her talk therapy, which is awesome and effective. Oh, jeez. Come here. Goodbye. I see what you're saying, however, when the quote itself doesn't contain a particular amount of wisdom, yet the person itself carries a lot of moral tint themselves. While still agreeing that we shouldn't jump to conclusions, I don't think you don't know what you're doing if you're posting such a quote, basically rage baiting, rather than trying to share the contents of the quote itself. So, another thing, critical, you're not responsible for how other people react. So, again, this is where we have to be very careful, in my opinion, with free speech and censorship. If someone doesn't like what I post, they can not look at it. If someone doesn't like what I post, they can stop following. If someone doesn't like what I post, they can post something else themselves up on their own channel. This idea of taking responsibility because someone else is too emotionally out of control, you can't do that. In my opinion, again, you're just going down a very, very slippery slope. When you start saying that, well, because you say something that a lot of people disagree with, you're responsible for how they respond to you. And this is not going well. I'm gonna, I think, reset. I will attempt to not say names, but when a situation calls for a person to be called out on their BS accusing someone or something they themselves have done before, I find it totally appropriate to post a meme with the aforementioned Go Bells quote. Based on the fact that calling out a fallacy does not require a quote in particular, if that person lived against everything the quote you provided contained. So how do we know that said person lived against everything that the quote contained? I mean, because clearly this person struck a chord in you, Critical, so I guess if you want to explain more so that there's a little more background. Bistuket. What was it? I couldn't even see. What was the whole name? Bistuket. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Alright, let's try this again. And let me see if I missed anything else good. Oh, I'm in great health, but unfortunately some others have residual issues. And very interestingly, because I work in a naturopathic medical office and I've been in that environment for 20 years, and we used to do the food sensitivity tests years ago where people had 12 or 13 foods. Now it's like 30 to 40, and the naturopathic works with is like, this is crazy. After the vaccines, all these people, their immune system is like attacking them. And my thought was, no surprise. Well, yeah, it's interesting. Honestly, my friends post stuff all the time of differing views, and I appreciate their differences. If everyone had the same opinions as me, I would get bored. Well, and again, to me, Emma, the fact that people get bothered by others' opinions so deeply is, again, a reflection on them and something inside of them that's, I think, needs to be healed or explored. Again, like I said before, outside of something that is like a direct threat of violence or something like that, people should post whatever the heck they want to post without fear of other people just being sort of emotionally out of control over it. And it was the same thing. It's like, again, it was always, they tried to censor music for a long time, and then they tried to censor shows and movies, and I always used to go, well, the great thing is, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to listen to it, right? So when something isn't forced upon people, I think we all need to take a step back and kind of go, well, before I want to see censorship or before I want to see that shut down, I have to think about, I could be on the receiving end of that. People could think about something that you want to do or that you like or that you believe in the same way that you feel about them. And if we consider that, then what would we think the world would be like? Well, everyone would be censored over everything, and there would probably be one allowed viewpoint, and if you didn't say that one allowed viewpoint, you'd be shut down completely. And I don't want to take any steps towards a world like that. But I think it's great to discuss. Again, opinions, maybe why you agree with something or don't agree with it. Or like in this case, right? Critical talking about how he feels about that quote and why he feels that way. Like, these are all worthwhile things to discuss. Because everyone has a right to their opinion, or hopefully can at least explain the reasoning behind their opinions. But again, to me, as soon as we start talking censorship or that concept of you being in charge of or responsible for how someone else feels, these are slippery slopes. Can be really damaging. D-Nice says you learned over... Oh, let's go here. I learned over the last few years that people have their belief systems and their ideas, and unless someone comes to me and asks me a question, learn more, I don't interfere. Everyone's on their own path, and if you just stick to helping those that want to be helped, it works so much better. Absolutely. I've been called a Nazi for saying very mild stuff like I encourage monogamous relationships. Right. Well, again, that's how people are programmed, Darth, to throw, again, because they're insecure, they're going to throw terms around that they believe helps them win or gives them a feeling of superiority or whatever it might be. So we have to sort of not think it's a good thing, but expect, right, that's going to happen. If I report the post that dehumanizes me, their comment will not get taken down. What specifically in my comment warrants a ban, suspend? Yeah, and well, and Darth, of course, we know that these platforms aren't neutral, right? And that's another problem, just in general. So they don't apply rules equally. And there's a lot of things in life like that, and it sucks, but humans are always going to be that way. That's why we need diversity. Not division, but diversity, yep. But sadly, they will not see it that way. Reminds me of the witch trials, people being persecuted for their truth. Absolutely. It's almost like taking down right, censoring someone's post. It's the same function. It's the same function. The post makes someone insecure, and they're in a position of power, and they exercise that power to make themselves feel better in the moment. The people that burned the witches, it was the exact same thing. They were feeling insecure about what the women that were studying that, what effect that was having. They were insecure, so they were in positions of power, so they exercised that power. Instead of hitting a button to censor them, they burned them alive. It's the same function, though. You could argue my comment could have been more researched and maybe more mature, and I'd agree. What I'm interested in is the censorship part. Absolutely. I would hardly call it a personal vendetta. I think it's fair to say that the people who advocated for the Holocaust, on top of standing for, enabling, and initiating a number of other crimes against what we are agreed as human rights, does not exactly make a premier quotee, nor is necessary to evoke, if the matter simply is to point out a fallacy that was being used. Or to put it a different way, you're evoking a person's name that stood for anything but the content that might in good faith be read into the quote. So, and again, I don't have a lot of background on the particular person, Critical, and you may be right, but to me, nothing you've said would justify any form of censorship. But you could make, I mean, and again, just as an example, you could say, okay, it was not a good quote to use, or that's a garbage quote, like, okay, like, you certainly, anyone has the opinion to share that regarding a quote from anyone, right? So I got nothing wrong with that, but a person's personal opinion is just that. I don't think it should be taken as attacking anyone with a different viewpoint. Like you said, you have to take responsibility, consume the information that resonates with you, and if it doesn't, just scroll on by and move on. And that's just, it's what it feels like, is that we're trying to hold someone else responsible for how someone feels. And that's asinine and it's dangerous, honestly. I'm not responsible for how you feel, and you're not responsible for how I feel. And that's how it should be. I can't be bothered by arguing with people. It depletes your own energy resources. It aggravates the other person and you can't get anywhere when someone's emotionally charged and you're not, or you're both equally emotionally charged. We know that because it puts you in a fight or flight. Black or white brain mode versus creative reflective thinking. Right. Well, we were talking about this earlier, D-Nice, about recognizing at what point that there's nothing's going to come from the conversation, meaning recognizing that one person has turned into sort of that emotionally driven side. And then that's when you have to hopefully make the decision to bow out and say, thanks, but I'm going to move on. What's up, Eris? How are you? Welcome in. Yep, we got Lufia. I mean, why is it so important that people convince the other people of their opinion? I guess it's because what you say all the time is the biggest problem of humanity, insecurity. We were talking about that earlier, D-Nice. Like I said, I'm not trying to argue in favor of censorship. At the same time, I'm trying to say if you are interacting with platforms that you know implement censorship systems, and you post a quote that, in your personal opinion, has the sole purpose of triggering said systems, then in my opinion you shouldn't be surprised. Okay. Alright, let's start another run here. Yeah, I mean, I guess, right, so I guess critical, your point is that if you understand the censorship system that's in place, and then you put something up that goes, a belief that sort of goes against the things that they want out there, then you shouldn't be surprised when they invoke their censorship powers. Okay, let's go. Whoops. What happened? Oh, I think my controller disconnected. Well, that's good. At least we didn't start the run. Sometimes that happens. Just 1 second. We'll be right back to it. Sure, D-Nice. We could use one of those. Oh, definitely. You FA'd and FO'd. You simply find the circumstance hilarious. Gotcha. Wait a second. Alright, so we're going to try another grind run. And see what happens. Here we go. But anyways, no, I appreciate everyone sort of sharing different parts of the conversation. It's good to be able to do that. I guess what I'm trying to say is I mind censorship where it harms attempts at discourse. Intentionally trying to trigger systems without a perceivable attempt to discourse can at best be seen as debugging, in which case you got the expected result. Nope. Nope, I don't agree. You can't censorship over... Okay, so... and I'll just say it, you should not ever censorship over thought crimes. It is a dangerous, dangerous road to go on. You want to censor... I don't mean you, but... Right? So it's like, we're saying Facebook wants to censor, and it's somewhat justified or more acceptable because they knew what the person was thinking when they put up the post. It's a slippery slope. Something I just would never support. Again, I guess, yeah, well, you already basically explained that the platform has its biases already built in, right? And the fact that the biases are built in and then still saying that, well, you know, you should have known better to support a certain side. It's like, no. I mean, to me, what's important is talking about that there never should have been any censorship to begin with. But I just think sometimes people, it's really important to put yourself in the other, recognize that you could be in the same position and how you would feel about it, I guess. And go, well, I mean, think about it. If I put up a quote and didn't have a particular intention that was assumed, and then I got censored for it, like, that's not cool. That's not gonna feel good. So, we just have to be careful. Alright, where are we at? 6. No, I agree with what you said. Like I said, I'm not arguing in favor of censorship. The censorship itself is a me versus Facebook problem. Correct. That's what I think that's kind of what we've determined, right? However, the me versus the person I posted this comment to is still a thing. I wanted this person to know we see through his lies. If I can't do that, what's freedom of speech? Well, I would say on Facebook you don't have freedom of speech, right? Because this proves that you don't. So it's not a free speech platform in any way, shape, or form. So I think it's the kind of thing that if you're going to use the platform, it's best to accept how the platform is set up, not like it necessarily, or agree with it. But I guess accept it and go, you know, this, I mean, it's why a lot of people call Facebook a trash platform. I mean, they destroyed a lot of businesses. They did a lot of awful things to people with no justification, but whoops, I should have waited one more. Oh, we got a positive affirmation. That's good. I'll read it in just a second. As I breathe deep into my heart center, it makes it easier and easier. There's a dead end. Easier and easier to go deeper and healthier. To go deeper and healthier levels of the mind. As I relax and establish a peaceful center, I can access my intuition. Oh, this is scary. And personal truth in my sacred center, and that feels good. All right, well, thanks, D-Nice. Hopefully everyone can find their sacred center a little bit more. Yep, no freedom of speech. Right. Which was the whole point of why I shared the news. Okay, so we got to the core of it. Ah, no pun intended. Okay. All right, so let's do this, this, and this. Got to the core of it. All right, I just want one. This is bad. I don't think we can kill 2. Well, maybe. Nope. Unless Sully helps. Oh, Sully! You have to accept the limitations of the Facebook platform if you want to be on it. Yeah. Yep, I agree. So glad I never dealt with it, nor let friends pressure me to go on there. Actually, let's use one more just in case. Oh, shoot. Alright, there we go. And they ran away. Peanut butter pretzels make me feel better right now. Super calming, and this channel is cool too. I do like peanut butter and pretzels. Peanut butter and pretzels is a pretty nice combination. Unfortunately, well, I think I do have natural peanut butter, but all out of pretzels. All out of pretzels. It's a little sad. And this is likely gonna be my last attempt at a cave dive. We'll see. So I'm hoping it's a good one. Pretzels are making you thirsty? Well, you do peanut butter, pretzels, and then a nice big glass of water. So you can wet your whistle. Okay, so now we are back to the usual conundrum. So I killed some cores, or a core, but what's the thing that we're missing? A healing spell. And I really would like to get a healing spell. Don't tempt me with the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Or pizza or eggplant parmesan, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, no, it was a good one, Darth. And again, I think it's sort of funny because we didn't all. Well, I was just talking about how the channel is and how I want people to be able to express different opinions, and so it was great to sort of have people talking about it, myself included, but not necessarily agreeing on all of it. And so it's a wonderful thing. And of course, I appreciate everyone for keeping their cool and just being open and honest. And I know sometimes it can feel uncomfortable and feel like, you know, if someone disagrees with you, it does feel a little uncomfortable, or you feel like, well, now I'm not welcome, or this person doesn't like me, or anything like that. And it couldn't be further from the truth. But we all feel that way sometimes, right? Because it does feel good to have people align with our viewpoints on things, right? I'm not gonna lie. It does feel good when everyone agrees with you. Darn it, where are the stairs? I don't know where the stairs are. How did I miss the stairs? Where the heck were the... Alright, so I must have missed a door. Oh, here it was. Okay, I went up. Oh, God. I must have wasted like 90 seconds. I went up and searched the entire floor, and it turns out I just had to go down. Yeah, bad choice. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? So I don't think I've ever had it, Colorama. I would say in general, no fruit on pizzas, but tomato is technically a fruit. So, but in general, I would say nothing sweet on pizza. How about that? And pineapple to me is sweet, so to me it doesn't sort of align with the key flavors on pizza, but... Well, this stinks. We survived. Thank you. Looking for that healing spell. I could very easily live without sugar of any kind, but pasta and mozzarella cheese and... Geez, D, nice. You better have some dinner soon. In the average discussion, you will get more out of it if people disagree with you. Sure. But that's the thing is, again, what I would say is people generally would just prefer to be right and to have their own opinions reinforced instead of taking your viewpoint and going, hey, if people disagree with me, maybe I'll learn something. Now, I wish that that was the viewpoint that more of us took. And like I said, it can be challenging at times, but I think in general, the problem is people feel, and it's been happening, people getting rewarded for not being challenged. Oh, that's pretty good. Mirror plate. And instead, I think we should be rewarding people for challenge, for challenging themselves and others. Let's go here. Back in this day and age, I think it's pretty courageous to challenge yourself against others and do it in a, again, a sort of like generally thoughtful and honest way. Those people should be championed, I think. Ooh, trick. I'll take that. Gets too hot and melts the cheese weirdly. Oh, okay. You usually get extra cheese, onions, peppers, and olives. So that sounds really good, Emma. I know you said you're a vegetarian, right? So, I mean, I would like that, but I would take that and then I would either want sausage and or meatball or bacon along with the onions, peppers, and olives. Providence. Eggplant is purple and purple is a fruit. I don't know. I need you to not be right here right now. Oh, jeez. This is really bad. Shit. There's nothing I can do. I don't... Please don't use incendiary. Wah, wah. Very, very rude. That was very rude. Eggplant is purple, and purple is a fruit a la Homer Simpson, and that is on a pizza. Yeah, fried eggplant is pretty darn good on pizza. Again, I think Colorama, I guess instead of saying no fruit, I would say nothing sweet. Your favorite two kinds of pizza are fried eggplant and sliced tomato and spinach, mozzarella cheese, and also for white pizza, garlic pizza with shrimp. When I was a school nurse, we had to look at kids that had anaphylactic allergies, like with EpiPens, and look at school lunches, and I'm looking at it, and like they're really saying that tomato sauce on pizza is considered a vegetable fruit. Oh yes, they were. The cheese on the pizza was the dairy, and the pepperoni was the meat. Oh my god, and we have a health crisis. Why? Yeah, I gotta get creative since you don't eat meat. If you splurge on pizza, I could see you getting like every meat and every vegetable and milking that sucker for all it's worth. Well, the only thing, D-Nice, I don't like it to be so many toppings that you like pick it up and the toppings are so heavy that it falls off. So like 4 toppings I think is usually enough. And then wash it down with a few good IPAs. In the Viking hat, of course. That is not always true, especially in this day and age. Of course, finding another smart person of differing view can be a gold mine, but it is more common in my experience, and I so love these moments. Not only we agree on things, but that the person has extra knowledge or perspective. Iron sharpens iron. Yeah, I guess, Darth, when I was thinking about what Critical was saying, I was thinking of it as a constructive conversation with people disagreeing. But yes, in general, if someone disagrees with you in this day and age, it feels like more likely the person's just gonna get out of control. No, Colorama. Maybe next Sunday. Saturday or Sunday we'll do drums probably. With movement situations like that, maybe take just a second more time to think about the situation from the way you're reacting. You knew you could have avoided these enemies, but you somehow felt the need to act hastily. People who run for world records still take a moment to think about complicated situations. Who are you talking to, Critical? Oh, you're talking about the game. I thought you were talking about our conversation. And I was like, what enemies did I make in the conversation? I'm not looking to run for the world record anyways. I think we're all done with this for tonight anyways. I would like to PB though. Yeah, I think sometimes I could take an extra moment for sure. Alright, D-Nice. Take care. No, not yet, Colorama. But I think we're going to switch games just because these runs can be really long. And so I don't want to get started on a run that's going to end up being an hour and a half or whatever. So why don't we switch over? So let's get out of here. And let's get out of here. I think too, Critical, sometimes when I'm really engaged with chat, I'm not as focused as I should be or could be on the game, so I think sometimes that is where hasty movement mistakes come in. But no, I always appreciate any sort of insight, because I know there's a lot of people that are in particular more skilled than I am on this game. So anything I can learn or take with me is helpful. Alright, so what we're going to do is play a little bit more Mega Man. Where is it? Let's see. Oh, actually, it's over here. I'm on the wrong screen. Cool. And then not tomorrow, on Tuesday evening, I'll get back to working on the final boss on Super Punch-Out. So I at least made it to the final guy, Nick Bruiser, right? I think Rick Bruiser was the second to last guy. So I'm here. And we're here. And there. I know different types of Lufia runners, you know it's easy to spot some weak spots here and there, and you do seem to lose too many runs to movement inaccuracies. Investing just a bit of time into looking into movement tech would probably get you a long way towards increasing your completion percentage. I'm sure you are right. Alright, let's see, we'll get through a couple levels in this. Nick is the final one. Okay, Mega Man, how does this channel keep getting better? So, well, I've always been a big fan of the Mega Man series. What I found these games called Make a Good Mega Man level, and they're very interesting. They're very interesting. Oh, that's right, I gotta switch controllers because for some reason this game does not like PS4 controllers. It doesn't want to see them. So I just gotta plug in my 8-bit dough. You're obsessed with Mega Man? Which, what are your favorites? Do you have like a... I mean, do you like the 8-bit ones? Do you like the Mega Man X games? Do you like the Game Boy Advance ones? What do you like? Favorite Mega Man music? I mean, pretty much the Mega Man 2 soundtrack is just awesome top to bottom. So, if I had to pick an absolute favorite track, though, it could be Snake Man. It certainly could be Snake Man. I still like the Mega Man 2 soundtrack overall. X has good music, yeah. I mean, I've drummed to every Mega Man sound, well, certainly all the NES ones, and then I did 9 and 10. I've done all the X ones, I think. At least X1, 2, and 3 I've done on Drum Stream. Well, Emma, there you go. If you come to a drum stream, you can request some Mega Man music. That could be fun. Oh, speaking of that, here, let's see. Hold on. I just want to see, we'll pull up a clip, see if anything cool comes up. Let me just see if we get a drum clip. Woodman is a good drum one. Oh yeah. Yeah, it has that kind of like tribal type of thing in the beginning. All right, come on, give me a clip. Come on. Here we go. Nope. Oh well. That's too bad. Oh well. I was hoping for a drum clip. All right. All right, so the way that this game works is there are different tiers of levels, so they're all graded. They were all judged. And so tier 1 are supposedly the crappiest levels. I think I made it through 6, right? Tier 6 is done. Yeah, we got through 6. Okay. So we're on tier 7. So these are supposed to be high quality levels. I was not really happy with one of them that I played the other day. Alright, so we made it through that. Made it through that. Alright, made it through that but didn't get the star. Who are these guys? Pluto. They tried to eject me from this place. No pets allowed, they said. Meow, what nerve. Uranus. I think they actually threw a guy out earlier. Thanks to that, I don't feel welcome here. Okay, I remember going through here now. Alright, and then I think we did this. Maybe I did clear tier 7. No? Let's look. I can't remember. I should have looked when I first came in. Okay, we didn't. So this is 27th place, Beta Sword's Ruined Lab. And then here the judges leave comments, so I just kind of briefly go through the comments here. Interesting Mega Man 3 styled level, though I have a few issues with it. The first half is mostly fine, though the free scroll section feels like you're making blind jumps sometimes. I really like how this level started as Wily 1 from Mega Man 3 and then transformed into a much more non-linear level. It's a very creative concept, and really took me by surprise. Okay. Main issue is the underwater section, which has blind jumps. Wonderful. Pretty neat Wily type stage. Wily stage type stage. I like the throwback to Mega Man 3 in the beginning, and how you're just further exploring the sewers beneath the fortress. Okay, so now I know which one it's going to be like. First off, I'll admit my bias towards levels that are based on already existing stages. I'm saying this because this level is based on Mega Man 3's Wily 1, and doesn't do that great of a job at doing something interesting with it. Most of the stage is average. The clever parts of the stage was the Super Arrow Easter egg, and the second mid-boss was pretty cool too. Alright, well, let's check it out. Hopefully it's decent. Oh, that's kind of neat. Break our way into the pipe. Okay, I'm a little sketched out here. Alright, this must be all the blind jumps. So we have to find a key. Oh, here's the blind jumps. That wasn't so bad. Oh. Alright, I'll take that. I like this remix, it's pretty neat. Oh, jeez. Alright, that was kind of painful. Let's go. Whoops. Whoops, that was a mistake. Oh, I remember this guy. Well, it's quite nice that they drop health at least. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. Good stuff. There's the key. Yeah, baby. Yeah, they take a lot of hits. All right, we made it. Beautiful. All right, good stuff. All right, this is probably the real boss now. Let's see what happens. Okay. No, it's not. It's just so far it's a callback to more Wily stuff. I'm not going to take a chance here. I don't know what's up there. Oh, this looks not fun. Alright, D-Nice, sounds good. I'm going to be ending stream pretty shortly here, so... Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you soon. Like I said, I should be back on Tuesday evening. Yeah, sometimes it's better to play it safe. Whew. Alright, that was good. Oh, jeez. I would say these are, it's a little tricky, right? Because this is blind. I don't know what I'm going into. I could just fly over it. Alright, let's just fly. Oh, so I guess we had to fly. That was sort of the whole idea, right? Alright, sweet. Good old Rush. I'm liking it, Darth, actually. It's pretty well balanced. It's got a good variety of... It had some cool platforming stuff that wasn't so bad. And a decent variety of enemies. So as long as they don't, like, make a big mistake at the end. Here we go. We're just gonna... no, probably not that. Ugh, okay. Here we go. Alright, we're good. Oh, look at this below me. Splash Woman, Cutsman, Metal Man, Plant Man, Centaur Man. Whoa. Top Man, Crash Man, Gemini Man, whoever that guy is, I don't remember. Doc Robot. I see what they're doing. Geez, talk about a lot of hit points. Yo, Professor Retro. Coming in with the raid. What's up, Professor? How are you doing? How is your stream? All that good stuff. Hey, let's give you a shout out. What's up, For Old School? How are you? Doing well. Had some fun playing Bad News Baseball on NES. Sweet. So check out Professor Retro. I assure you we're open. Cool. Well, I appreciate the raid very much. I'm going to be getting out of here shortly, unfortunately. But welcome in, everyone. Just kind of ending the stream with a little bit of Make a Good Mega Man level. That's your intro screen. Not sure why there was a clip of it. Here, let's try another one. Let's try one more clip.
So I'm supposed to sound like Bob Dylan. See how it goes. There's the lyrics.
All right, we got a clip.
It must be your skin. I'm sinking in.
Mm-hmm.
It must be for real. 'Cause now I can feel. I didn't mind. It's not my kind. It's not my time to wonder.
Bob Dylan sings 90s songs.
Everything gone white. Everything's gray.
Yeah, Bob Dylan.
You're here.
Certainly an acquired taste.
Away. I don't want this. Never that. I'll never forget where you're at. Don't let the days go by. Could have been easy.
Oh, supposed to be Glycerine by Bush.
You.
Nice. Very cool. Alright, well, thanks again for the raid. I appreciate it. Today, we're just doing some gaming. I was playing some Lufia 2 prior to that. Professor Retro, let's join the brutality! Thank you so much for the follow. So I was doing some Lufia 2 Ancient Cave speedruns. And now For Old School, let's join the brutality! Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. And we're just ending with some this Make a Good Mega Man level 2. I guess I gotta change my stream title. We just switched over to this game. Oftentimes on Sundays I do live music streams. I do live drum streams. Oh, I got you now. There we go. I would say between 60 and 90 minutes. Professor does music on Friday mornings. Nice. What do you do? You do a 90s radio show called That Flannel Show. You simulcast it on here. Awesome. That sounds cool. Oh my god, look at this fast food. Oh, this must be the final boss for this section. Alright, so let's take this thing out. Oh, the only thing, I only have 2 energy tanks. You know what? Alright, I'm gonna go back and get energy tanks, and then we'll come back, and then we'll take on the boss. And then I think I am gonna end stream, because it's just about dinner time. Okay, sweet. So, in this town area, there's all the different areas where where you can go into the different sections of the levels. So, like, that's Tier 3 that I went through already. And then Dr. Light, there's Tier 4. Dr. Light has his lab, and I can go in there and purchase stuff. So we're just gonna go buy a whole bunch of E-tanks, because I have tons of bolts, which is what the currency is in this game, is bolts. Alright, here he is. Eddie! Okay, we're good. Come back soon. Alright, we will. Alright, we'll slide all the way back to Tier 7. I like this tune at least, it's pretty chill. It's like good walking music, you know, if you're just having a stroll. It's like a very relaxed pace. Tier 7, okay. So here we go. Alright, final thing for the stream. Let's go smash whatever Tier 7 boss they have. Whoops. And I'll see maybe if I can find a weapon that it's actually weak to. It should be this way, I think. Yeah, because we go past the fast food. McWiley's. Bob Cratchit. Oh, I hate this kid. Tiny Tim. Kids meal, toy! I want the toy, toy, toy! I want it now, now, now! Alright, so this is Infobox 1600 Tier 7 boss. Alright, here we go. Let's see what they came up with this time. Whoa. Mega Man, wait a minute, who are you? Oh, it's Pepsi Man! I have been awaiting your arrival. My name is Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man? I don't know. I'm not really into that. I definitely prefer Coke. What? How dare you deny the best cola to ever exist in the universe? I'm going to wash your sinful preferences off of your circuit with phosphoric acid. Oh, great. There will be no fighting during my shift. Oh, it's you, Mega Man. Are you here so that you can taunt me for working at McWiley's? To laugh at the one reduced to this menial labor? I was classically trained, a literary star. You would mock me? Why do you jest? I am death, I am your end, I am future. Death, kill, murder, destroy, exterminate! Now it's getting serious. Alright. Ooh, that works pretty well. Oh, I love the music. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. Alright, pretty awesome. Cool. Let me just take a look and see where... Oh, it was totally Castlevania. That was totally Castlevania-inspired sound. Alright, so I'm just going to take a look inside Tier 8. Not going to play any of it today, but let's just take a look. Oh my god, look at this. How freaking cool is this? King DDD. This part of the festival reminds me of home. 26th. But it lacked the depth to convince me that this is really hell. Wow, this is pretty neat, huh? Very creative. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit. And then I'll start on these levels next time. We'll see, maybe if I can finish Super Punch-Out on Tuesday, I can go back to this. Read me? Motion Sickness Man. What? The level next to me had to be disqualified due to one judge. A-Spark getting severe motion sickness from playing it. It's not the only reported case either, so if you have a history with motion sickness problems, please shoot the switch to turn off. Oh no, I want it on for sure. I just want to see. Oh, here he is. This level made me physically ill about a minute into it, therefore I am unable to give it a fair review as I'm unable to play it. It was a very clever idea, but somehow in the execution it's unbearable. You have too much motion going on, and I think is the problem, and vertical motion is not something certain people with motion sickness can deal with. I'm kind of glad we caught this early. We don't want to make the play base unwell. Well, I will certainly be playing that. Alright, cool. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, let's take a look and see who's on. Who can we go say hello to? I don't know who all streams Sunday nights. Stellar Death is on. We haven't rated him in a little while, so I think as long as he's still alive. Alright, well, thank you everyone for being here. This was a fun stream. I appreciate the raids and the follows. I look forward to having more conversation, interaction, and just sharing more retro games with everyone. I should be back on Tuesday, and I'll start... We're going to try to beat the final boss in Super Punch-Out. If you do !Q, that's the current game redemption list, so I think it's 25,000 points to add a game to that list. Yeah, it was great to meet you too, Emma. Colorama, we'll see you later. Darth. The raid from Professor Retro, and also Megatron, much appreciated. Alright, it looks like Stellar Death is playing Shakan, which is quite a challenging Genesis game. It's a cool game, but it is pretty unforgiving. Alright, let's get that raid set up. So please, as always, give Stellar Death a big old House of Raid. And as always, be honest, speak your truths, express your thoughts in a straightforward way. I'm House of Grind. On this channel, we love metal and retro. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. And say what's up to Stellar Death. Catch you later.